love our funky Man Week jingle we have going on. Man Week continues. Paul Meek from Kichesippi Beer. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm loving the outdoors here. This is awesome.
This is a nice space, right?
This is beautiful.
Perfect place to enjoy a pint.
That's a good coincidence.
You know, in Game of Thrones, which you don't watch, you really need to. There's a saying, winter is coming, summer is coming. I promise it will happen, and you guys are prepared for a very short run on this new beer that you have for Craft Beer Week, right?
Absolutely. So one of our more popular beers is called Wuchak Black. So Wuchak Black is a black IPA that we do in the wintertime, and we have a lot of requests from people saying, hey, I'd love if you did the Wuchak Black all year round. And instead of doing a black IPA all year round, we said, you know what, why don't we just do a little Wuchak one-off? Okay. So in the spring, we did a Wuchak Polaris, which is our German IPA. In the fall, we have our British IPA. And right now for summer, for Ontario Craft Beer Week, launching this week, we're doing a West Coast IPA. So we're calling it Wuchak Throwback. Okay, nice, Wuchak Throwback. I like that name, it's a good name. So tell me about the difference when you're talking about a West Coast IPA. So West Coast IPAs are traditionally viewed as 6% alcohol and 60 IBUs. So IBUs is what we call international bitterness units. So it's basically the measure of the bitterness in the beer. What's the highest? Is there a highest? There's no end. So is that a bitter taste? It's definitely 60? Like compared to our natural blonde, it would be just about a little more than twice as bitter as our natural blonde. Which is delicious, by the way. Try it out. Let's pour it and have a look at it. And growlers, people can get them. This is a good place for Dad on Father's Day. Absolutely. Go by the brewery, Sunday. Right? Come by the brewery on Saturday. We are doing a tour at 2 o'clock for Dads. Perfect. And come in, pick up a growler, pick up some merch. We've got our little tasters here if you wanted to pick up 3 or 4 beers for Dad. And nice and gold. Beautiful, nice color, right? Yeah, really deep. IPA, by the way, for folks who don't know, stands for? India Pale Ale. Okay, let's cheers it. In the next segment, we'll talk about the whole history there. A little bit more bitter. A little bit bitter. But the India Pale Ale, the whole concept of the India Pale Ales is when they were sending beer to the troops in India years and years ago, they want to make sure the beer was properly preserved on the way, and hops is a natural preservative. So India Pale Ales are naturally hoppier because the hops actually are a natural preservative to make sure the beer doesn't go off. Tell me about how you guys end up. Does your brewmaster work on the body of because it's always a smooth-bodied ale, like a ale, I find. That's definitely a signature of Don Harms and the rest of the crew in terms of having a nice balance on the beer. Yeah. I'm fixing my shirt. Oh, that's fine. My microphone cord wants to come out. There you go. Definitely a nice balance. So what we want to see here is we want to see a balance of aroma, flavor, and bitterness. And that smooth and that creaminess is definitely something that Don is known for. I like a sharp beer. I'm okay with the bitterness as long as it doesn't come with heaviness. Like, I don't like that combo. Some people do, of course. Some people can't get enough of that, right? And that's definitely something that we would, you can attribute to certain foods. I think at this time of year, we're looking, the summer is on its way. We're definitely warming up. This gives you a nice bitterness, which will cleanse the palate, work with any fat or any. Can I go with a steak on this? Because it seems like I would love a steak. If you go with a steak, I would definitely suggest me spicing it up a bit, a little peppercorn sauce or something like that, because the hoppiness in the beer will work with the spice and the fat content in the steak. That's fantastic. So, Dads, come on by. You've got some good merchandise. We've got some good merchandise. We're doing a tasting of the sodas this weekend. We're going to be bottling the sodas very, very soon. We're just doing test runs this weekend. Well, you're in line with the weather, right? We're in line with the weather. So you can come and try the Harvey and Vern's Old Fashioned Soda. We got cream soda and ginger beer. Pick up some taster glasses, do a flight with Dad, or just come on by for a tour and have a little fun. I think it's every dad's dream to have a brewery. Father's Day, brewery tour, beer and barbecue. Seems pretty good to me. All right. And of course, you can get the blonde, natural blonde, the 1855. Yep. And then there's Heller High Water. Tell me about that beer. So Heller High Water. Heller is a German word that means brighter. So it's a traditional bright German lager. Years and years ago, the Germans wanted to make sure that German people were drinking German beer and not imported beer. So they made a nice, crisp, clean lager to compete against the Czech Pilsners. So Heller High Water is become so popular for us that it's just available in the restaurants right now and not at the growler station. Is that right? We've had so much demand at the restaurants that we've had to say, you know what? You can't brew enough in order to take care of the restaurants and the folks off the street. It's going to be about 2 weeks, so we're looking at June 24th, June 25th to have it back in the growler station. So if you want a Heller High Water, please go out and support our restaurants. Otherwise, come to the brewery and try the other. It's a beautiful thing. It's definitely fresh. Yeah, no question about it. Because you keep drinking it. I want to thank the producers for booking beer segments this week, and Kichesippi Beer, one of my faves. Thank you very much, Steph. Absolutely delicious.